Alright, anybody watching, can you send a message and is it looking okay, sounding okay? Good morning, Backwoods. Good morning. We'll wait and see if anybody else shows up. Alright. Cool. Good to know. Good to know, Backwoods. Good to know. I'll just wait here a couple minutes. Backwoods, any way you could see if Jethro's around and send him live? I've never done this before, so this is all new to me. Cool, thanks buddy, thanks. Alright, what I'm working on today, Backwoods, we're just gonna quickly hopefully go over just a little bit of the overview of how this was all set up, and show you the progress since setup, and some of my future purchases I hope to make here in the near future. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Hopefully somebody else comes on and views besides you, Backwoods. I really appreciate you watching, but I know you're interested in this, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Everything still sound okay? Alright, good. Good to know. Here we go. Alright, hey, this is RustyMoney 96 on YouTube, and better known as Rusty Money on PlayStation Network. Over the past couple of months, I have been doing survival farm challenges that I have made up with a little twist. And what I mean by that is the survival farm challenges are not on No Man's Land. Nothing against No Man's Land, because it's also created by Alien Jim, who also created this map here, which is Mercury Farms. Awesome, Backwoods. Thanks for sending Jethro a message. Appreciate it. Yeah, so a couple months ago I started this survival farm. I started this survival farm through career mode, start from scratch. Um, when I set this up, I did install a couple of government. It all set up the way I wanted it to, and I removed those signs and then brought my money down to a $1 bill in my pocket. And you can do that, people, by leasing and returning equipment back to the store. I just mentioned that because I ran across a few people that didn't know that was a way that you could subtract money off of your income. So I wanted to start small. So what I mean by that is I have played a lot of farms or farming on the Mercury Farms map, but there is two farm plots on Mercury Farms map that I've never been on and laid a farm on. So I will show you that right now. In here in the map, there's this tiny farm plot right here. Yeah. The tax sign right backwoods. Yeah, I didn't want to put myself bankrupt, so I'm not good at math, so I just wanted to do the lease and return. But yeah, good mention. Good mention. You can use the farm tax sign to help subtract money too. But yeah, this tiny farm plot here, I've never set up a farm on, so that's where I wanted to start this challenge. So this is the current farm. My future farm will be up here on the poultry farm here on Mercury Farms map, which is this area right here by Windmill Hill. Um, so when I set this up, I had to make some purchases, of course, and the purchases I made were the tiny farm plot, which is called Hillside Farms on the map, and I purchased it, you can see there, for just over $43,000. And then I purchased field 44 for just over 21,000. Field 45 just over 38,000. Field 46 just over 97,000. And the future farm just over 49,000. And the forest area just over 76,000. We will be accessing all of this property that I have purchased except for field 46. We cannot utilize field 46 until I have paid back $60,000 to farm field 46. That is another twist to my challenge. Yes, backwoods. I did buy equipment before getting rid of the sign. I'll explain that too. Um, so, yeah, I can't farm field 46 until I pay 60,000 for it. I purchased field 46 to give me more access to trees. So I will show you what the property looks like here and show you what I mean. So we'll go in landscape screen. This is the Hillside Farms on Mercury Farms map, Farming Simulator 19, PlayStation 4. Of course, you can see that it doesn't look like the original plot, but that's because I have been able to have time to cut out all the trees that were located right here in this area. I have cut out all the trees that were located in this area right here. And I've started to cut out a few of these trees right here. Okay. Now I did all that after I got set up. And I'll go into that further here in a second. But when I started this setup, I wanted to have a RustyMoney theme. And what I mean by that is I want to start rustic. And the future farm will be a red barn theme. The red barn theme is going to come from two different mods for right now. The MF Shed Pack and the Lone Oak Animal Pins. All except for, I believe, the Lone Oak sheep pen is green. But the pig and cattle barn is red, I believe. So we will be utilizing those mods at the future farm. And the future farm is up here at Poultry Farms on Mercury Farms map. This is where the chickens are when you come into career mode, new farmer mode. So yeah, this will be the future farm plot. We'll have access to the trees on this property from about right here to the north side of the map, all the way across this back, and all the way down here. Okay, and then also these two front trees right here. Okay. But going back, I'm kind of losing my thought process because I'm not used to this live. So I do have a setup video on my YouTube channel, so I encourage you to watch that setup video because I don't want to miss anything. But I just want to do this. Hey, Jethro, there you are, buddy. Hey, appreciate you viewing. I hope this goes okay. I'm not sure what the visual is going to be like because I am Wi-Fi, so I hope it's okay. So we'll just bear with me. This survival farm challenge, I got it all set up, bought the properties I showed you, and I also had put down a old wooden shed right here, which I have since then sold. I originally had the very old barn mod right here, which I have since then sold. Okay. Thanks for that comment, Jethro. Is it looking okay so far, or do I need to slow down just a little bit, moving around? Okay, after I sold the very old barn, I put in a small wooden shed from one of the wooden shed packs. And I also... Alright, thanks. Thanks, Backwoods. Had placed down a silo building to start with. Now, I have, before I got into my own survival farm challenge that I made up here, noticed through watching other YouTubers Alright, thanks, Jethro. That some of them start with a starter amount of grain in their silo. One of the YouTubers I was watching and currently watching, I noticed in one of his episodes that his starter grain amount was 11,000 liters of crops. So I'll show you what I started with when I set this up. I have since then sold some grain. But as you can see here, I put in based off the trailer I used when I set this up, 11,200 liters of wheat, barley, oats, canola, sunflowers, soybeans, and corn. I have sold some oats and sold some sunflowers throughout my survival challenge so far. Um, the old wooden shed that I used, that was originally on the farm, was this old wooden shed right here for $1,200. Um, that shed, like I said, was sitting right here. I've since then sold it, and I will be moving forward with my challenge and putting my livestock pen somewhere in this area is what I'm aiming for. Part of my survival challenge was that after setup, you could sell existing placeables and upgrade to a different one. The only thing you can't do is to cheat in money, like a government subsidy mod, to help you purchase your upgraded placeable, if that makes sense. So the very old barn that was right here, I'll show you that mod quick. And I just want to show you these things because there's a lot of people that are interested in trying new things and sometimes aren't aware of what's all out there. The very old barn right there at the end of the list, $30,000. That's what was sitting there originally. And I had the workshop icon installed just under that lean-to of that very old barn when I originally started. You know, Backwoods, good question. Your upgrades can be whatever you choose. And I already know that you know this. Jethro don't. He'll hear it at the end. But yeah, um, I I don't care how you do it. I guess I would like to see you follow my same thought process, but I've kind of fell offline on my thought process as in the order I was going to go. So what I mean is go into this landscape screen. What I was going to do is, of course, the very old barn, you have to put on your plot here somewhere, wherever you want it to be. And then you got to put the old wooden shed wherever you want it to be. And you have to have the log cabin house right here, wherever you want to put it, and a static wood chipper and a silo. I don't care if you use the in-game map silo or a silo mod pack. But after you have those, and you're allowed to put down a workshop icon or a workshop. I did not put down access to fuel because if you all don't know, the store and your fuel location are right across the road here, right behind the vehicle shop, right there at that white fuel tank. You can get access to fuel. All right. So as you upgrade, my thought process was the order I was going to go is from the old wooden shed and the very old barn to the wooden shed pack. And the wooden shed pack, there's two of them. There's a wooden shed pack that has a livestock pen attached to it, which I'll show you. That wooden shed pack has a cattle pen attached to it. which is this one right here, Barn with Cows, for 25,000. They're made by two different creators. For the life of me, I can't think of either one of them right now. And then from the wooden shed pack, my plan is to upgrade to the barn package mod buildings. And those, I do know who that's made by. That's by Farming 5 Tom. And I'll show you those right now. The wooden sheds that you would upgrade to are this barn and the small barn, and then from there to the barn package. Barn package sheds are these right here: the duck, the beaver, the mouse. I will tell you that this mouse barn is pretty unique. The plywood walls will go up and down. You can remove them or install them just by hitting the circle button. It's a pretty cool little barn. Um, after the barn package, we will be up at the future farm. Yeah, the barn package mods are a little small, Jethro, I agree. But there's a couple other sheds that I've recently installed also that I'm going to show you, that I'm going to place on the tiny farm. So once we get up here to our future farm, um, I have mixed feelings. I can't decide what I want to do, but I think Backwoods agrees with me, and here's what I'm going to do. When I first move up here, the timbered farm pack mods buildings will be used first, and those will upgrade to my red barn theme. So anything from timbered farms will start at the future farm and then move to a red barn theme. Okay. And also I will mention, once I finally get up to this future farm, I am going to be utilizing the MF shed pack as part of the red barn theme, and I will be putting down a fertilizer and seed hut. But for right now, I'm making trips to the store and picking up pallets. The other part of the Yes, Jethro, but I'm using all of the timbered farm mods. I think the only timbered farm mod I don't have installed is I think it's something with decorations or fencing or something. But I'm going to use the animal pens and the buildings themselves. Alright, as your challenge, once you get set up and take your money down to what you want to start with, you must start with small equipment. I don't care what it is, but small equipment. I started with a small tractor, a trailer, and a chainsaw, and a $1 bill in my pocket. And then once you get up to the farm with your equipment, you can start logging. and you have to sell all of the trees that you cut around this property. All have to be sold at the static wood chipper. You cannot, absolutely not, utilize the sawmill whatsoever throughout the entire Survival Farm Challenge. All logs have to be sold at the static wood chipper. Now there's a twist to that. What I mean that is we don't get to use the sawmill, but we're going to get to do something else inside this Survival Farm Challenge that I can't wait for, but it's going to be a long time. That is driving truck. Okay. On Mercury Farms map, what a lot of people don't know yeah, Jethro. What a lot of people don't know, and I shouldn't say they don't know, they just they run away from Mercury Farms because of hedges. I'll show you that first. Mercury Farms originally has hedge and fence lines on. I have them off. When you come into Mercury Farms, you simply go over to this tool shed right here at the vehicle shop. You walk up to the front door, hit the circle button. Your game screen will glitch for 10 to 15 seconds, and voila, hedge and fence lines are all gone on the map. I'm not going to show you that because it'll ruin what I've got going on here. So, but that's where you shut them off. On top of that, on Mercury Farms, Alien Jim is an amazing mod and map creator. And I'm sorry, but I'm a little biased to Mercury Farms. It's my favorite map. I know I'm new to Farming Simulator world, but I can't get away from it. I cannot get away from this map. I love this map entirely. But one of the things Alien Jim likes to do is give you other options besides farming and forestry. One of those things is driving truck. And you can drive truck a lot of different ways on this map. And I'll let you know this right now, Jethro. Since I just saw your comment, you didn't know you could shut the hedges off. Now you do. I have a video that's pretty neat on my YouTube channel. I think it's called Hedge Shut Off and Driving Truck. I encourage both Jethro and Backwoods to watch that video. There's a lot of things about driving truck and showing you the hedge shut off in that video. It's a pretty short little video, but yeah, give it a watch, give it a view, give it a like, give it a share, give it a comment. I'd appreciate y'all's input. But yeah, so we will not be able to drive truck on this survival farm until I own a full 100% full-fledged semi. What I mean by that is a tractor and a trailer to complete a semi. I can't use just my favorite truck, and I'll show you my favorite truck right now. My favorite truck of all mods. My favorite truck of all kinds of mods will always be this bad boy right here, the D754. I love this thing. I cannot use this truck and the attachments for this truck to earn money just selling the products that are available on the map to make you money. I can use this truck to tend to my farm, but not to haul product and sell it to make money. And what I basically mean by that is, just to show you one thing, is if you had a seed or fertilizer hut on your plot, specifically from, for example, the MF Shed Pack, and you filled your trailer full of fertilizer, you could haul that fertilizer down here to the road, all the way down the road here, to the garden center. You pull into the garden center and you go behind it, and inside this unloading bay you can sell fertilizer, you can sell seed, you can sell pig feed, you can sell lime, you can sell herbicide, you can sell liquid fertilizer, all in that little unloading bay. So we cannot do any of that until we own a complete semi. What I mean by that is one of these attached to a semi-trailer, such as this one right here. All right. The other twist to my survival challenge, because I felt there's not enough trees on Mercury farms, like there is no man's land, and I felt that the prices for selling trees on no man's land is better than Mercury farms, we are allowed to do contracts on this survival challenge. But you're only allowed to do contracts that are below $1,500 or less. So you can only do a contract if it's going to pay you $1,500 or less. So as you can see, there is some available right now, but you can't do anything that pays more than $1,500. So right there, Jethro, you can't do a transporting contract. Sorry, buddy. Out of the question. The other thing about contracts is there's a twist. You can't do a contract unless you own the equipment. You cannot borrow items to complete any contract. It all has to be owned equipment and a payout of $1,500 or less. Let's see. What else can I tell you? Yes, correct, Backwoods. Good point. Yes, you can do a contract, transport contract that pays $1,500 or less as long as you own the equipment to do the contract. No contracts paying $1,500 or more are allowed. All right. So when I came in here and started this challenge, I bought two fields, as I had said before, field 44 and field 45. Now, the property that is part of that purchase you can utilize. So as you can see here, if I bring up the little mini map, field 44 is approximately right here. You're allowed to extend that field, which you can see I've done. And I've really extended it now that I started to got all the trees cut down and sold at the static wood chipper. The other thing you can do is you can also extend field 45, which is approximately right here originally, which you can see I've extended that all the way back up kind of around the top of the hill. And then you can access the land around field 46. So I have made a little triangle field. Okay. Now, remember, we can't utilize field 46 until we buy it back for $60,000. The only reason we bought it to start with at setup is to access these trees right here to help us give an income. All right. Now, the other twist to this farm challenge is you must run Seasons Mod. I don't care which Seasons Mod you run, but you also must run a Geo. I am running a the regular Seasons Mod and Nebraska Geo. And there's two Nebraska Geos. I'm running the Nebraska Geo based out of Fairmont, Nebraska. Backwoods. Yeah, I think that probably that comment came in late, but you can create fields or extend them. So yeah, this field was not here. I created that field. So yes, you can create fields on property you own. So what I was going to get to next is the first group of trees I cut down where there was a bunch of trees in here. I cut all those trees down. I'm hoping, time allowing, I will be able to plow out a fourth field and have a small field here before planting season's over with. But just remember your thought process behind it. I'm going to be doing something else to this before I tear it apart to make money. So I'm not going to give that away right now. Just make sure you use your brain when you're going through this survival challenge, because remember, like I said, no sawmill access. All wood must be sold at your static wood chipper. Sorry, Jethro. Now, I think that's most of the things you really need to know. I'll show you the equipment that I started with. Now, when I talk small vehicles, I would prefer you, actually not prefer, I require you to start with small tractors. I don't care what small tractor you start with, but you must start small. The tractor that I started with was the Ferguson. And actually, you know what, Jethro, just because Jethro, yeah, I want to get on something here later going on today, but I guess I'm not quite sure about the small toe behind wood chipper. You got to use the static wood chipper. Static wood chipper in-game map store. I'll make that requirement right now. Okay. Yeah, so this is the tractor I started with. I can't remember exactly if I don't believe I made any customizations at the start other than putting the blue sticker on the side of it. I do know that I had to pay to get the front sandbag weight, selling logs, and also the front loader attachment and the rear weight for this tractor. And then the trailer I started with on this challenge was this F208, and I set it up to start with it customized just like that right there. And then a chainsaw, of course. It don't matter, all the chainsaws are the same price, but I used in-game chainsaw, and the chainsaw I used was a Stihl chainsaw right there for $1,000, the MS261. After that, I have the first cultivator I purchased was this mod right here called the Harrow. It don't take a lot of horsepower. This was the first cultivator I used. I have since recently upgraded, just actually yesterday, in game time. I upgraded to the Harrow 5 right here. Love these two mods. Love them a lot. This Harrow 5 has some pretty cool customizations. You can add old boards to it for, yeah, once again, a rustic theme for the Rusty Money Survival Farm Challenge. Along with, you can put some tires on it. Pretty cool. I think, anyway. All right. I also had earned enough money so far to get a plow. I haven't upgraded the plow yet. When I did purchase my plow, I had enough money to buy the 5-furrow plow right here, and I still have it. Jethro might be able to help me out with this. The fertilizer spreader that I used originally, I can't remember the full name of the mod, but it started with the letters K-A-L. K for King, A for Adam, L for Lincoln. It's a little two-wheel pull-behind fertilizer and lime spreader. It's yellow in color. It's in the mod hub. But it doesn't unload. I can't get it to unload. So I tell you what, I wasn't I was so happy when I could sell it and upgrade to my favorite small fertilizer and lime spreader right here, which is the PS1004. And I had enough money when I first purchased it to purchase it with the extension, and I purchased it with just the spraying sheet. And I still have that. And even though that only holds 1,650 liters, you can fertilize a large amount of ground with that thing, with just one full load. 18 meters wide. I better make sure I said that right. Yeah, 18 meters wide. I also have purchased my first loading wagon not too long ago. And the first loading wagon is right here, the LW15. The next loading wagon will be the 20. I think it's called SP20 maybe. It's also a Pottinger, I believe. But this is my current loading wagon right here. Yeah, I love that. I love the spreader, man. I love the spreader, Jethro. You're correct, and I love that harrow pack too. Um, the the uh, the tree stump cutter. I changed my view. I tell you what. Originally, I probably still have it on. No, I have it off actually. The original tree stump cutter I was gonna use was the BioBelts mulcher. I believe it's called BioBelts 300M mulcher. I decided against it because I was going to need to earn a lot of money for more horsepower to run the BioBelts mulcher. So, the flip side of that is I had to spend more money for less horsepower, and I went with the in-game tree stump cutter and just purchased this one yesterday in-game. It's only 70 horsepower, but it costs you $5,000. The other tree stump mulcher that I was going to use is, I believe, just over 24 grand, but requires more horsepower. And the harvester. That was one of my first goals, one of my first purchases on my survival farm challenge so far. My first harvester is this right here. The John Deere 6200. I'm guessing backwoods you mean the only problem with that BioBelts one is it requires more horsepower. Yeah, it's a great mod. It just requires more horsepower and yeah. Yeah, exactly, Jethro, exactly. I really got to thinking about it after my multiplayer survival farm, which is the same thing that you're currently seeing, but it's in multiplayer mode. It's set up a little bit differently, as in the placeables are in a little different location. I'll show you that, but yeah, we bought the BioBelts one in the multiplayer farm, which is called Hack and Saw Old Time Ridge, that you've seen me share on the Facebook groups. But yeah, here's my first harvester. I didn't make any customizations to it, but I will be doing that. Sweet. Yeah, yeah. I I actually accidentally ran across this one, Jethro. I didn't know that this one was cheaper. This is the cheapest harvester that I believe is in the mod hub for council right now. Backwoods, yes. Our multiplayer survival farm is still going and will be going for a long time. Both of you and Jethro both, are welcome to join anytime. Um, the original harvester that I thought I was going to have to shoot for until I found that mod was the Bison mod, which the Bison harvester is right there, in-game store. But there's a Bison mod harvester that's, I believe, it costs you without customizations around 30 to 39 grand. So, so happy I found this John Deere harvester. And I have only bought the header, and the header I bought for it so far is the John Deere 213 right here. I didn't have enough to quite get the 216 yet. I could now. I don't feel it's. Excuse me. I don't feel it's necessary right now. I I have not purchased the corn header for it yet, simply because I don't have any corn crops in the ground yet. Corn header crops in the ground yet. I only have soybeans, oats, and canola. So, yeah. So I'll have to check that one out, Jethro. I didn't realize that one was only 18,000. My other favorite reasonably priced budgeted harvester is actually the Claus Mega Pack. If neither one of you have checked that mod out, you might want to check it out. It's a pretty inexpensive harvester too. Okay, yeah. So here's the harvester. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I have purchased the Ferguson 3-ton tipper. I have purchased my first mower. I'll show you that. That mower, that mod's kind of neat too. The first mower is right here. I did have enough to configure it, so I bought it as a used configuration. And there's my Hero 5. Yeah, there's the seeder, the fertilizer lime spreader, my utility trailer, the Ferguson tractor. Yeah, I had enough to get the pallet for it. And there's the plow and the tree stump cutter. The loading wagon, my header. Okay, so shortly after I got into the survival farm, I had upgraded tractors. The first tractor that I upgraded to, actually, that I just sold. Actually, Jethro, in regards to mowers, I actually was going to originally start with the sickle bar mower, but I found the mower mod, which costs way less money, and I went with that instead of the sickle bar mower. But yeah, I've used the sickle bar mower before. I like it, but it's just not what I wanted to go with first. The first small tractor that I upgraded to was this one right here. The Fiat 6566 DT. And yesterday in game I sold it and I upgraded tractor as my thought process was going through my mind and changing my view of my tree stumper. That I upgraded to this bad boy right here. Never used this tractor until I purchased it yesterday for a little over 14 grand, almost 15 grand. The only customization I made to it when I purchased it was I added the small front weight, the smallest front weight. I will be upgrading that tractor, but as you can see, for a for upgrade tractor, you can get this baby all the way up to 100 horsepower. So this tractor is going to be around the farm for a while. My next tractor upgrade, because that Dutz Far is going to be my biggest tractor for quite a while. My next upgrade tractor, if I decide to get rid of my little Ferguson, I might keep my Ferguson around because that's where we started. It'll be like my first tractor ever type thing. I'm gonna toss between this tractor right here as an upgrade. I like this one. Or I gotta give the shout out, and I could look up the name. I just know I'm probably gonna purchase it no matter what. But my favorite tractor of all mods is right here. It's even I love the John Deere 40 series tractors too, but this tractor right here is by far my favorite tractor mod of all mods in game. I just love it. It fits Rusty Money style, rustic popping noise to it. Oh, I just love this tractor. But I will, when I purchase it, put a cab on it. I like it with a cab on it. But that'll be the next purchase, will be this tractor right here probably. But I will show you the very next upgrade. I shouldn't say upgrade. The very next tool added to our farm. It's going to be here in baling technology. A baler I have never used. This one right here. I stumbled across it yesterday. It makes very tiny bales, but that's part of my challenge. Part of my challenge, man. Start small, go big. I will be purchasing this. It's one of the lowest cost balers there is in the mod hub that I can find, and does not require a lot of horsepower. Only 50 horsepower. If you're not familiar, you can attach a trailer attachment to this mod right here. The trailer that you use with it, that I just got shown this morning in a video from Mr. Cup, a friend of all of ours and some farming simulator pages. Is a trailer from the Old Crone Tipper Pack, and you gotta configure it. Oh, come on. The only thing I hate about this mod hub customization is the way they got this set up to go through it. I just gotta say that right now. There's gotta be some better way to cycle through this stuff. This is the trailer that you attach to that baler, and that baler shoots the bales inside this wagon trailer. It is a El Cheapo, Jethro, you're right, and I think it's cool. Yeah, our good friend on Farming Simulator Facebook groups, Cameron Cup, sent me a video early this morning. A sweet little freaking video of him using that baler in this trailer. It made my day, man. It made my day. Yeah, so that's kind of my visions right now. I can't remember if I mentioned, but I'm really tossed between where I want to go with livestock. And so to stay with my theme change, I'm going to try and aim for the barn with cows as my first livestock on the small farm. Now, I have been tossing up because I love the mod so much. I really want the sheep to be my first livestock, but we'll just see how we progress through here. Yeah, that would be cool, pretty cool to see, Backwoods. I agree with you. Get Jethro to get that baler on that farm. Yeah, I agree. Um, so, yeah. So I don't know if we showed it, but so the red barn theme items are in the MF Shed Pack. So the red barn theme at the future farm, at the total end of this farm challenge, will be like this here: vehicle shelter and this vehicle shed, and yeah, let's see. Yeah, that's some of them. And then I don't have that mod on, I don't think. But the animal pens will be from the Lone Oak mods because they're red barn theme. And then, so I'd mentioned earlier about needing, or maybe Jethro commented, I can't remember. I will be adding in. Yeah, I will be having access to this small shed mod. I love this. Oh, I don't want to purchase this, but I'll just show you. Dang, oh, it's moving too fast here. I ain't gonna purchase this, but yeah, this is a small shed that I might add to have a little more space for putting stuff. Uh, or I also am going to utilize possibly. I love this looks of this old wood shed. Oops, right here that came out in the Mod Hub recently. And I like this straw shed. I'll probably, if I have room, put down this straw shed on the small farm, the starter survival small farm. Um, Question for Backwoods and Jethro. Backwoods, from everything that I've sent you so far this morning, outside of live, is there anything that you can remember from what you may have read that I have missed covering this so far? Those Euro tunnels are pretty cool for bales. Yeah, I'll eventually possibly use those here too, Jethro. Um, oh, I know one thing I forgot, I think, is I had until yesterday originally thought I was going to be making some silage. So I had put a silage silo actually right here on this dirt track that I made, short dirt track I made when I made the setup before starting the challenge. But I didn't even get silage put in it. I had a change of heart, lost money, and sold it. The silage silos that are I'm going to use eventually for this farm challenge. Oops. And I would suggest you use. Yeah, you know, Jethro, actually, I have the Euro tunnels on a farm that another friend and I made, but we haven't even been able to use it yet. We haven't even gotten to harvest. We haven't been back on the farm for quite a while, so I'm not sure either how you use it. So the silage silos that I'm going to use are these tire ones right here as a first silo. And then I'm going to upgrade to this neat little pack I found that is the old, I believe it's called the, I could be wrong, but possibly the old silo bunkers is the name of the mod. But this is what they look like. They got a old rustic feeling. They got tires and buckets and stuff laying alongside the walls and on the walls, and yeah. And it's even got a pretty unique little corner bunker. A corner bunker in the pack. Um, let's see. Goodness sakes, I can't think of what else I really need to share with y'all. But this is how Hilltop Farms is what I call it here on Hillside Farms on Mercury Farms map has progressed since I started this survival farm challenge that I've been sharing on Facebook groups. Yeah, it looks like an awesome silage pack, Jethro. I haven't used it yet, and that corner bunker, it really caught my attention. It's something different. Um, but yeah, so I don't know if I'm missing anything, forgetting anything. Oh, I don't think I mentioned it. Uh, I recently, just yesterday, put in this witchy well. You're allowed to use small money mods on your farms. That right there is a small money mod made by Alien Jim. And I so far also have some bee houses down here. 6 of them. Another small money mod. Just to help support money. Other money mods. I'll show you that right now. Other money mods that you can use that I'm going to be using is the cucumber greenhouse right there. I'm going to, this is the fuel tank I'm going to use, this diesel tank 2000. That's the fuel tank I will put on the farm eventually. Probably the future farm, not the small one that we're at right now. This is the Windmill Money Mod that I will use from the Lone Oak Decoration Pack. It is one of the lowest cost windmills I could find. The seed and fertilizer huts will be used, but not until I get to the future farm. And I probably won't actually use a workshop shed till I get to the future farm. I'll just be using the workshop tool icon. I do have, as you can see here, Jethro, to answer your question, plans to use placeable trees, fruit trees, as a money mod. There is 2 different placeable fruit trees. I actually like the mod pack that just came out from the last week or so, which is this one, I'm pretty sure. I have both of them, but this is the one I have clicked on. This will be my future water location right here, the water fountain. I love that water fountain. It'll be my water location for livestock at both farms, more than likely. The future farmhouse with the red barn theme will be one of the in-game farmhouses right there. Prior to that, I will go with the farmhouse on the small farm, possibly as an upgrade. I might change the log cabin out for something else, but I haven't decided yet. I'm probably just going to keep the log cabin. But yeah, you can upgrade each one if you want. That's fine. Oh God, what else can I think of? Yes, it's a fill point. It's a fill point backwoods. You can fill water up. Yep. Yeah, that's something I'll show you. So, when it comes to animals, the very first couple of things I'm going to use because we're starting small. Is the water milk trailer right there. The water trailer, either one of these. So it just depends on how my money comes and where I'm at. And then I have the 3-point tank or 3-point hitch tank too, but I'm not sure what that's in. But I do have it. Maybe that's in miscellaneous. I'm just not sure if I have it clicked on. Yeah. I'm not sure where it's at. I might not have it clicked on. I think it would have been in animals, but I don't see it. I will be using manure spreaders for the first time. I've never used those. Some of the manure spreaders I have turned on as mods is that one right there. This one right here. Canadian Gamer, welcome to the live stream. Live stream was kind of a synopsis, a progress update of my survival farm challenge that I have developed on Mercury Farms that I've been sharing on several farming simulator group pages on Facebook, Canadian Gamer. I have a other setup video on my YouTube channel for the Survival Farm Challenge. I encourage you to give it a shot. Check it out. You want something different to keep you interested? Yeah. And Jethro, I know you just got ahead of me there, but actually I was going to give you a shout out because I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, Jethro, for hitting me up, asking for input on your survival animal farm challenge that you got going currently on Mercury Farms. It means the world to me, man, asking for that input that I could help give you to start that off. Also, Jethro, the twist of that is I challenge you to this survival farm right here. And I got a lot of things going on right now too, but I was going to second that with I'm going to take your challenge, animal challenge, on this favorite map of mine, and I will be completing it too. I just don't know when I'll get it started, but I will be doing it. I do also have a current yeah, Backwoods, hit me up, man. I'll give you as much input as I can. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, shoot me ideas. Actually, I think it was Matt that was in that live stream chat at Jethro's last night, but I actually have already been putting around ideas on St. Croix. I'm gonna smash the map name, but St. Croix Flowage map. I've already brainstorming a survival farm on that map of theirs, which I've never been on. Yeah. I'm also going to give another shout out to Alien Jim, man. Alien Jim is freaking amazing, amazing map creator and mod creator. I never would have came up with these survival farm challenges if it wasn't for this map right here. Yeah, nice hashtag there, Jethro. Yep. Hit that hashtag up that Jethro just shared, people. And I want to give a shout out. Hopefully this reaches Farmer Cop, another fellow law enforcement officer that's on YouTube, that's in Farming Simulator world. As myself, almost a 21-year law enforcement officer. I challenge him to this survival farm. It'd be a neat video series for his YouTube channel, and I would follow it all the way through it. I also want to challenge another great associate on Farming Simulator Facebook groups called FS Mike. I challenge FS Mike to this survival farm challenge. It'd be awesome to see him live stream some farm challenge right here that I've created. Thanks, Backwoods. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. Although I'm in northeast Nebraska in a very small community, you know, anything can happen anywhere. I appreciate that. Yeah, I love where I work and live, and yeah. Except for I don't like the conditions right now. We're in a blizzard warning right here, right now, where I'm at. And I'm supposed to go deliver a bunch of Christmas gifts to a family later today, and I think I'm going to have to wait till Christmas Eve. Yeah, so I like to see what else we can do here. So I don't know how long everybody's going to stick around, but let's see if we can do something. We'll go fertilize a little bit. How about that? A little contract on field 18. Oh, really? I had no idea, Backwoods. I didn't think. I didn't realize you're that far away, dude. Awesome. Oh, yeah. Man, there's nothing like freaking winter in Nebraska, man. The freaking strong winds and East Coast Canadian. So, like, so Canada, Jethro, then? Nice, Backwoods, nice. I'm northeast Nebraska. Northeast Nebraska. Kind of about 2.5 hours southwest of Sioux City, Iowa, Sioux City, Nebraska. That's about where I'm located, southwest of there. I'm not paying any attention to what I'm doing here. Going too far. That's pretty cool, Jethro. I have my grandparents on my mom's side used to go camping every summer up to the area called Lake of the Woods, Canada. every summer. I couldn't tell you without looking on the map where the Lake of the Woods area is located, but I just remember that's what it's called. Lake of the Woods, Canada. Some of the best fishing experience I've ever had in my entire life was up at Lake of the Woods area of Canada. I think I was about 14 years old then or so when we went there. And now I'm in my 40s. Oh, okay. So how far away is that from you, Jethro? Quite a ways? Let's just see if we can get that baler purchased today, huh? Maybe. Oh yeah, I still remember to this day, Jethro. Even oh wow, that's quite a distance away from you. I still remember it to this day, Jethro. But what amazed me the most about fishing there in the Lake of the Woods area is we were in some of the deepest water, and you could see the bottom of the lake. It was so clear. The water was so clear. I never seen nothing like that before in my entire life fishing anywhere. The water was so clear you could see the bottom of the lake. Yeah, just remember now, people. Contracts 1,500 or less. That's the only one you can do. Ontario is in the middle. Okay, yeah. So I never was much of a mathematician or a history buff, so I kind of, or geographically educated. I just know how to eat donuts and drink coffee to make you all laugh. Exactly. I could not believe it, Jethro. Yeah. Fishing for walleye there was, oh, jeez. I'll never forget that. Never forget that. Cool. 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 Right beside Maine. Alright. So how's the live gameplay looking, guys? That's amazing, Backwoods. Amazing. I can't believe how well this is working. I'm not gonna complain, needless to say. Not gonna complain. This was so much easier doing it this way than having to uh, record again. I actually, Jethro, Backwoods is aware because him and I have been chatting for a while before I went live, but I actually recorded early this morning and I wasn't happy with it. So then I restarted, recorded a second time, and then didn't know that I must have accidentally hit my mic button and muted myself. So I recorded for an hour and went to edit and no voice, no audio. I was so disappointed. So then I was just like, forget that. Let's just go try and go live. So third time's a charm, I guess. Third time's a charm. Oh, I need some more fertilizer. I really, really would appreciate it if both of you or one of you would share this live video later. Because that'd be so cool if FS Mike or Farmer Cop came across this video. I'd really like to see if they'd take up the challenge. Yeah, I should have I should have filled it up before we left the farm, but I was I don't know. I'm just so happy about how this is going, guys. I'm just so happy about how this is going. Uh, I can't explain it enough to really. This never would have happened if I wouldn't have joined last night, Jethro, and it absolutely would have never happened if another person in the farming simulator world, like Backwoods himself, would have asked to have videos made. I mean, I never would have done it. Never. Be quite honest. I would have just continued with my post updates with screenshot pictures and cell phone pictures and shared them to the groups. So yeah, Backwoods, I can't say thank you enough. I mean, I would have never have even attempted this. Hey Jethro, did you happen to see the? It just came to my mind, but did you happen to see the mod idea I gave Missy B? I mean, I know that she selected your mod idea, which I truly, that's a freaking great idea, man. You know, quite a while ago, Jethro, I did post my requirements. I'll just have to copy and paste and post again. Anyway, I have some reason, I don't know. I always thought that a little what was I doing here? Oh yeah, buying fertilizer. Losing my train of thought. I always thought that a little farmer's market stand, small money mod would be cool to have. Which I know there's kind of a farmer's market mod already, but it's really not. It's a sell point. I just so my thought process was is what if you could place a small little vegetable flower garden on your farm yard somewhere, and then have some kind of shack attachment, little shack attachment that goes with that little placeable farm garden, farm flower garden, vegetable garden, a little shack that goes with it that you could place like at the end of your end road. So like for instance, you could place your little farmer's market stand like down here somewhere. Well, I don't know. I just think that kind of neat little idea. Yep, that's the one. Yep, Jethro. Yep. I wish I was a little more tech savvy. I would try and do something myself, but I don't know. My boys are always on my computer anyway, so I get my PlayStation, so that's good enough for me. That's kind of the other reason why I guess I just can't get a survival farm challenge going on No Man's Land is because I kind of already like stuff set to a point. If that's kind of a better way to explain it to you all, I guess, is why I didn't do it on No Man's Land. Yeah, exactly, Jethro. Yeah, I, I would love, you know, even on hard economy for that mod to be 100 at hard economy. Because there's not very. I think that there's. I think that Lone Oak Windmill is. I think I'd have to check. Actually, we can check right now. Yeah, I think this is the only one, other than probably placeable trees, that will make you $100 per hour. Maybe that greenhouse, but I can't remember if the cucumber greenhouse makes 100. No, it don't. But yeah, I think that windmill is the only one, other than, well, I do have those trees in here, don't I? Some of them. So they don't even make, well, they would if you put manure with them, I guess, because they double in price, I believe, if you put manure also with the water. But yeah, just another mod, make $100 per day, that'd be great. I'm not even sure what the heck time it is right now here, boys. Oh, shoot. This lunch hour, I should probably get going. So we will finish this and maybe do one more contract, and I'm probably gonna have to go for the day, for a while anyway. How's that sound, boys? Thanks, Jethro. Thanks, man. Oh, that's awesome. I just, you know, I've seen some FS Mike's live streams, and I really like them. And I just think it'd be good contact for FS. Good content for what he's got going on. Backwoods, yeah, I'll be on later. Thanks, Jethro. I got your 6 too, man. And Backwoods, I got your 6 also, buddy. Um, I will be on later. Right now it's 12:30 p.m. here, Central Time. I'm just not sure when. Obviously, I'm probably not going to go deliver these Christmas wish gifts today. Oh, yeah, so, you know, not only am I a police officer, but just a little tidbit. I'm very community oriented, so ever since I was in high school, I have helped give Christmas to people that can't give Christmas to their kids because they have other things that are responsible for. So, yeah, ever since I was in high school, 20 some years ago, I have helped give Christmas to kids that don't get Christmas. Through a private organization in our little rural county here in Nebraska. Through donations and such. So I've got boxes full of presents that I'm going to take up to a family probably tomorrow. And surprise them with a car full of Christmas gifts. Yeah, I don't know if you saw, but yeah, last week, was it last week? God, I can't remember now. Time goes by so fast. Yeah, that's backwoods. That's exactly what it is. It is a Toys for Tots program, but it's private. What I mean by that is it's not a registered Toys for Tots program. It's very similar to and operated very similar to. Basically, I set up a huge dance hall area like a garage sale, and families can come in and shop for free. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Jethro, I did. Yeah, you're right. I did make those posts. Yep, yep. I forgot about that. Helped give Christmas to 83 boys and 80 girls between the ages of newborn to 18 years of age. 83 boys and 80 girls in my small rural area. You know what, boys? I think I'm going to do a couple more. A couple more. I'm going the wrong way again. Yeah, it is amazing. The best part of it all, Jethro, throughout the years is when the families come in with some of their kids because they can't afford babysitters or this, that, or the other, and watching the kids' faces when they leave, just the smiles you put on their faces. What? Oh, ready to take your car? I guess. Yeah, I gotta go, guys. Totally forgot about getting my daughter's car to the shop, so um, yeah, gotta take my daughter's car down to the vehicle shop to get fixed. So we'll catch you all later. I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream, and I appreciate you viewing and all the support you've given me and everything else. Can't say thanks enough, and we'll keep in touch. And maybe later today we can get something going. But I'm gonna drive down here, and we're gonna call her a day. Yeah, you too, backwoods. You too. All right, we're out of here. Rusty Musty Money says happy farming. See y'all later.